Hi everyone, Oleg Tkach here with your weekly rate update. And this week we had the first Fed meeting since the new administration has taken office, with Mr. Trump being the president. This week was a very, very interesting week because there was a lot of speculation as far as what and how the Fed was going to respond. Now, since Mr. Trump became president, there has been a lot of statements that have been made. At one point during a conference, he was demanding that the Fed lower rates and that the whole world essentially lowers rates. There was just a lot of pressure all around. There's obviously a lot of policy changes being made since he became the president. And on top of that, when you look back at the last Fed meeting, it was a very, very, very bad meeting from a rate standpoint, because the Fed pretty much took almost a completely different stance on rates and future rate cuts. So this meeting was crucial to what's going to happen with rates. Recently, they've come down a little bit. However, this Fed meeting really could have went a lot of different directions. However, Mr. Powell really just kind of delivered a perfect meeting. Very, very, very neutral, said a lot of things, but really was cautious on what he said specifically about Mr. Trump, which was a big part of the reporters that were there asking questions. You know, has the president demanded rates come down from you, like he said, and all that? And he stated that he's not going to comment on anything about what the president said. He said that the Fed is going to act in the best interest of the people, regardless who the president is. He said that there has been no contact with Mr. Trump. Now, in addition to that, he did make a few key statements as far as the direction that the Fed is going to go. First off, they did not lower rates. They did not raise rates. They kept them the same. Second thing, he said that they're going to maintain their 2% inflation target, which essentially we're close. We're anywhere between, depending on the reports, between 2.6 and 2.8% year-over-year inflation. So they're close, they're just not there yet. He did mention that anytime there's a new administration, they typically wait a few months just to see how those policies are going to impact the economy, inflation, and so forth. So he said that they're not going to jump to make any moves with everything the president's doing until they see how it impacts the economy. Next thing that he did say is he's going to wait to see how tariffs impact the economy as well, as there's a lot of mixed outlooks on whether tariffs are going to raise inflation, because they're going to raise the cost of goods coming in, which essentially are going to be passed on to the consumers, or if they're going to lower inflation like Mr. Trump says. And so again, very, very neutral, very, very good Fed meeting. Definitely could have went very, very negative if Mr. Powell were to say anything extreme against the president and what they're trying to do, or maybe extreme from a standpoint of being more stricter on inflation going into 2025 or anything like that. So overall, I would say very good meeting for as far as rates are concerned. Even though we didn't see rates come down after the meeting, the fact is we didn't see them go up, and there was a very, very high chance they could have gone up after the meeting, especially the way the last meeting went in December, which really for rates was a very, very bad meeting. So with that said, overall rates this week very, very, very flat. You know, high 6, low 7 range for conventional loans, mid to low 6s for government loans like FHA and VA. So overall, very, very flat. Overall, this week was good for rates, in my opinion, because they could have gone bad. We'll keep you updated as we go. Otherwise, if you need anything from us, reach out to us. We do have weekend coverage this weekend. And until next time, we hope you have a good one.